Party 24, cha1n 88.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they're playing in London.
Yeah.
Round begins in
And I think that's
2,
playable.
1. Fight.
Like 88 against 24. That's doable. And cha1n goes in aggressive. Does not hesitate, but Spart1e shows him his 1-2, punches him in the face a little bit.
That's a knockout.
Yeah. First round knockout. Go next. Thank you.
Ding, ding, ding.
Very great stuff from Spart1e. Let's see if he can continue to pile on railgun shot after railgun shot on this map. It looks like cha1n is doing that for him right now. But he needs to punish the heavy armor unless he's not in position. And now Spart1e's stack is so much better than cha1n's. cha1n needs to create himself a safe angle to do some damage so he's not in Spart1e's vision. And even though he wasn't Spart1e's vision, good damage, pushes in aggressively, misses the rockets due to the double jump, but in the end the shotgun prevails.
You postponed that death by 2 double jumps. That was really nice to see. He almost got the frag if he could connect his rail shot, but yeah, cha1n sealed the deal. And gets a full rotation to his name right after that fight.
But despite that, Spart1e's stack is looking so good. And that's the curse of being a light champion. Your stack never is really good unless you pick up those major items in succession undamaged, but he's definitely not going undamaged. Great mid-air, but the killing blows, yeah, missing.
Catch me now.
Great push from cha1n. I think Spart1e fucked up a little bit of movement in the middle of the map, and that opened up the opportunity for cha1n to pull up and draw the...
How does he take this?
Spart1e flies in like Superman.
Yeah.
Nice punch.
He's like a Rocky Balboa. Eye of the tiger.
Yeah. cha1n is going out of this map with a black eye, this way or another. What, all the punches he's taking?
Yeah, if he has an interview on Cap next week, you will see one eye be black.
Ooh, good lightning gun from both of the players. But cha1n was in the choke point, and that makes the rocket spam fairly valuable for Spart1e. Dealing a lot of damage, and he has enough time to cut off cha1n's rotation to the banana before the next major item spawns, and he lands another great rail. cha1n is hurting, but the speed of the Athena saves him for now. Clutch rail missed, would have granted him the 5th kill. And Spart1e is...
Yeah, it was ballsy for cha1n to keep that angle open. Yeah, he also wants to do some damage, right? Because he's really on the back foot.
But it's a little bit early for do-or-die plays anyway. cha1n finds Spart1e. The other way around, actually. Spart1e finds cha1n, shows him his lightning gun. cha1n appreciates it, but he dies. And this is a fight that cha1n actually won up until the point he lost position on the item.
What Spart1e is really doing here, so in this, when cha1n is using his hooks, he's using lightning gun for consistent damage.
Yeah.
It's much better than trying to hit rockets against Athena.
Yeah, which you are most likely not going to do anyway, because she's so fast and it's so hard to keep like track of that, and especially when she swings, she changes direction and momentum so much. Lightning gun is definitely the better weapon. Or any hit scan for that matter. Avoids a rocket, lands some tri-bolt, commanding stack. He can just brute force his way into the room if he wants to, but he wants the railgun kill and he will get it.
Yeah, he just held the angle there and he waited for cha1n to enter his crosshair.
Impressive.
Yeah, there's... Spart1e also doesn't have a good name to rhyme.
5-minute warning.
Because I think he's showing that he needs something like a rail in his name.
Yeah.
Can't catch me now.
Spart rail is not sounding that cool, but at least he can throw a lightning gun, I say, a railgun party for his friends.
Oh,
He's
true.
giving
Yeah.
so much, it's a lot of hits to spare at least.
Yeah, and I think cha1n is just yeah, he's getting outstacked and outplayed, and Spart1e isn't giving him an inch. So it's a tough matchup. Oh, nice.
Spart1e's not stopping, popping up cha1n like a piñata to make the party even better. All the sweets flying around, Spart1e's collecting them, just like this one here. It's rail after rail, even though cha1n hits something back, it doesn't really matter because Spart1e always has something to fall back on.
Master.
And there you go. cha1n calls the GG.
Yeah, he's also denying a lot of lights. Yeah, unfortunately we can't see the statistics anymore because they both left.
Spart1e hit close to 60% railgun again. I can tell you that, I've checked it.
Ah, cool. Yeah, so this one goes convincingly, but I think it was just a tough matchup, right? If you cannot bully yourself with the speed of Athena, and then playing against the Doom on Awoken, who has the double jump to get to a position, well, his capabilities are so strong on a map like Awoken.
Yes, and I mean he hit so many rail shots. That was just such a convincing play from Spart1e.
Yeah, but now we have cha1n on the crouch slider, which is yeah, favors his style a lot. And it would be really cool to have a tiebreaker, because then we get to see Scale Bearer
Yeah.
on next map.
The bearer of the scales. If all obese people are afraid of him. Okay.
Yeah, it's so hard to counter the Bull Rush.
Yeah, it's actually not an... Like, if you're not close to a bounce pad, good luck.
Yeah.
Round begins in 3,
But yeah, first we have to go...
1.
You won't take this one again.
The Spark has to prevail first.
Indeed.
Starts out with a heavy, picks up the railgun, then slides his way into the lightning gun room. He gets a sound cue where Spart1e is, and rails Spart1e for his troubles, and this is... Like, spawning at the heavy is such a good spawn at this
Wow.
map. 3 rails in succession, great start from cha1n. He has had enough of this shit on Awoken, now he's returning the rails.
Yeah, cha1n gets the first track and the second heavy. They're both looking for some audio hints. Spart1e falls down and receives a rail in his body for it. And I think... well, he didn't spot Spart1e there in the garden, so he's a little bit lost of where Spart1e is. But I think Spart1e also doesn't know where cha1n is lingering. cha1n gets the heavy, or the mega health runner, and Spart1e the heavy. No peaker damage for cha1n. But he knows where Spart1e will escape to, and he hits a nice rail.
Yeah, he predicts the angle pretty well now.
Oh, and a handy to the face of Spart1e. Oh, he does some great return damage. cha1n is one rail away from, well, walking away, but Spart1e uses his vision to seal the deal.
Just imagine the drive-by rail Spart1e on 10 HP, getting the frag, tying up the game. He knows where he heard the sound cues and he still didn't do anything about it. Good rail for cha1n though. Gives him a huge amount of control for the next rotation, which is going to come in a few seconds. Spart1e misses the rails, not making matters any better for him. But cha1n is not deciding to pick up the mega just yet. Goes for a rail and then returns later to the mega health, putting up a delay between the items. And Spart1e's stack is not too great despite getting the heavy.
Yeah, and I think cha1n knows where he is, and he doesn't have vision to escape. But cha1n decides to collect some weapons instead of fighting Spart1e. Spart1e really wanted to go for the damage, while cha1n was in Pika mode. But he seals the deal. Anyway. And he... Yeah, he has to give the heavy to cha1n, but gets the mega health himself.
Spart1e is a little bit with the back to the wall here, and the Pika will call him out, but it does no damage because Spart1e had great reflexes on the railgun there. Both players missed the rail, but the position is definitely favoring cha1n. Spart1e gets a little bit of entry damage and makes that a little bit much entry damage after hitting the rail.
He has vision up, so...
Yeah, but he can't push. And the split between the item got removed. Great. Back to square one, but they at least spam a little rocket. Railgun misses both. But I mean, Spart1e can live with that, right? He has the lead, and he just needs to be the better stacked one and the better positioned one for the rest of the game. Easier said than done, that is.
Yeah. Yeah, you say that, but he does... cha1n is on the crouch slider, right? So he still needs to have presence on the map. Because although he has the information, he also has the damage. What?
Lead tied.
What was that?
Lead taken.
The shotgun missed that gave cha1n an opportunity to pull out the Pika, and the Pika finished the drop while he got hit by the shotgun. That was actually insane.
Yeah, that was a bit surprising for me. But yeah, at least the Pika explodes, right? So there is some splash damage.
5-minute warning.
But this means that Spart1e is in the lead, and although he has the vision, right, for information, I think cha1n with the speed can easily chase a frag up. So but he can't continue his string of damage, and Spart1e takes his comeback away, basically.
Spart1e hitting 64% railgun again, wiggling his way forward. Swiggity swooty going for cha1n's booty, getting it time and time again with a railgun. Spart1e is just not letting go. I was just gonna say cha1n needs to do something with the speed and the delay between the items, but all he did was dying because Spart1e hit rail after rail after rail and kept pushing. And he pushed in a manner that cha1n does not really had an angle as well. But now we see cha1n in control a little bit, gets up the item off the spawn. But now he needs to find the Swede, and he needs to find him 4 times.
It was actually a nice play from Spart1e. He was rather low, but he used the alcove of the rocket launcher to mitigate the incoming damage.
What a peeker again!
And we get a Swedish lure.
Yeah, I think that's IKEA's new rocket launcher.
Ah, yeah, get it next patch.
Yeah. Ooh, but that was actually very important for cha1n. His stack is not all too bad, and it's just a 3-frag game. It's not a 4-frag game anymore. cha1n can actually play a little bit more and does not have to push as hard as the game continues to go on. He can afford to take some items without losing too much time. Good rocket jump, and finding Spart1e of it, landing 2 good rockets, followed up by a beautiful rail. And now the Canadian is showing the Swede how the canoes are being built, as he nails him into the ground, or the wooden planks rather, in this case.
Yeah, and Spart1e just disappeared right after he spawned. cha1n was looking for him. He had an idea why he spawned, but Spart1e was laying low and burned at least 30 seconds off the clock. But he's not out of the green yet. Some nice damage from cha1n. And Spart1e did not do enough to cha1n, so that he needs to retreat.
But cha1n is actually making this happen.
Stopwatch.
Oh yeah!
And Spart1e's running into him, even making him not wasting his rocket jump by going through the teleporter. cha1n let Spart1e build a little bit of distance as he preferred the item and denies him another light. So if Spart1e actually stays for the heavy, Spart1e will have no fighting stack. And Spart1e wisely is not there. He's at the eyeball.
Stopwatch.
But he hears stuff. cha1n did hear him as well though, and the chase is on and cha1n found him, but Spart1e didn't make a sound and cha1n just slid by him.
And Spart1e just got the mega health, right? Yeah.
Yeah, Spart1e's still not making any sound.
That was nice.
And now the time is actually dwindling for cha1n because he has to do something. And Spart1e fooled him again, gets the heavy, but the rocket damage from cha1n is significant. Spart1e's damage is huge as well.
And he vacates the area. He still needs... Oh! Yes!
And he ties it up! Oh, what a clutch play!
Good lighting!
On the next
Tribolts! Lightning bolt! Tribolts!
And there you go. Just detonated. After all, Spart1e gets his... Spart1e gets his party! What the hell are they doing? And he ties it up again! Spart1e gets the wrong spawn in this situation as well. cha1n gets the mega. Huge advantage.
Okay, yeah, well, we have a die on our hands. And I think, yeah, Spart1e just threw that one a bit. But cha1n also took his chance, right? So this still isn't over. Items pretty much spawn at the same time. So they both get one major.
Ooh, good rocket damage. The rail flick makes a miss. The crosshair was dead on, but he still has an idea where Spart1e is, but he's not pushing in yet. He runs to get the cha1n position.
Yeah, neither player are interested in a up-close fight. They really want to do damage from afar and go from there. Yeah, some nice speaker damage, but Spart1e can stack them heavy. Oh, but now he gets a bit caught out.
Oh, this is definitely cha1n's game now. Spart1e needs to pull off a miracle to get out of here. Picks up a light armor, but there's no health around. And cha1n leaves him alive.
Yeah. Do you remember 4 minutes ago that Spart1e survived that same situation and got the frag? So I think he's having nightmares. Oh, but there is nothing on this part of the map. If Spart1e knows it, he certainly will chase it. Oh, his movement. Spart1e doesn't chase. So there is a lifeline for cha1n.
Oh, the Pika misses, and that's it. Oh, so lucky comes out from cha1n, and Spart1e just says GG. Look at Spart1e's railgun. Spart1e just
51. Oh, that was an unfortunate end for cha1n.
Yeah, missing the Pika definitely killed him there. I think if he hits that, he has a good chance, but not like this. What a play! So it's Cypher against Spart1e.